Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Hobo Hero. So, I'm just leaving Richmond, Virginia. Ended up staying at a little rest stop up the road, for the night. Slept in my little campsite there in the back of my RV there. Freaking pilot here, not RV. Holy shit, man. I'm probably gonna, I said I was gonna take my time and take it easy, and I did. I stopped in every state, stretched my legs. I didn't make it a hardcore, full on trip like I did the initial trip because, I really don't have the rush, and had to get my fuel for the morning, and I think I may. I got two plans. Well, the plan A is to go and is just to screw off and go to go to New York, then hang out for the day, and then just go home tonight and relax, and then work my shift tomorrow, or haul ass and just get back before 4 o'clock, so I can possibly roll the dice and pick up a shift tonight. It's funny because every day that I was on freaking vacation or I was out of state, I was getting calls for overtime, and I guarantee as soon as I get back there'll be no calls. That's usually how it works. You want the overtime, all of a sudden it's like no overtime to be had. You don't need overtime. Overtime's, through the roof, But everything happens for a reason. I usually pick it up eventually. The only good thing about not picking up the calls for overtime is it puts you higher on the list. So hopefully either this week or next week I can, start banking on some of that overtime, and that'll buffer my little vacation trip. I mean, I have money set aside for vacation anyway, but you can always make more money. I mean, you can never have enough money. At least I can't never have enough money. I'm trying to be part of the Mendez brothers. Where those two are just making money like it's hand over fist. That's an inside joke. A couple of guys there. We basically, even though they're brothers from a different mother, but they have the same agenda. Anyway, so I think that's basically it for me, man. I think I'm definitely glad to have this, little micro vacation, and it definitely put me in a right frame of mind. Feel good, mentally recharged and ready to go, and speaking of, the vacation, I was thinking about, taking a train down or flying a plane and stuff, man, but the tickets were like astronomical. It's like they're looking for $1,400 for a round trip ticket, and these are totally cheap tickets, so like, $600 round trip ticket, one-way ticket to Miami and then back. I was like, no way. I mean, I don't foresee myself spending $1,400 driving my car. I just, even on tolls, gas, it's not and I get it. You're there quicker, convenience, I suppose. But the problem is, I'm still going to be spending not only the $1,400 to get there and back, but then, if I want to get somewhere, I got to, pony up money for a cab ride, or I mean, I'm the kind of guy, I like being alone. I like walking, and it was raining a lot, and without a vehicle or without means to get around, you're sort of trapped in in your hotel room until the rain's over. The worst thing you want to do is get out there and then, get halfway, a mile away from your place where you live, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, here comes the rain. And I mean, yeah, you could hide out in some place, but then you got to spend money, and no one's going to have you hide out for free, so everything costs. Where my car, there's a lot of things I got to see in Daytona in my car that I would not have been seeing. I didn't have that freedom. You know, if I was rocking around or waiting or relying on the bus, or, you know, I mean, I guess I could take a cab, but you know, as a cab, I don't know where I'm going. I mean, it's not like say, hey, I'm not, because I'm not the kind of guy that plans. It's got to be organic to me. It's got to happen just natural. I don't want to be like, oh, I want to go here. I don't want to, you know, put in homework and plot out what I'm going to do today. I don't want to plot shit out. I just want to just do stuff off the cuff. Oh, this looks cool. Let's go here. Okay, that's it. You know, I'm driving around. Oh, this looks nice, and I'll stop in here. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to do a lot of planning. I don't. It's got to be spontaneous, because if the more work you put into it, it becomes work. It's like, you know, I got to strategize, you know, draw plans, and, you know, like my ex-wife, that was her deal. And I remember when we went to Disney with the two kids, you know, she had an itinerary set out for the whole day, and I'm like, I'm here to relax. I'm not here to, you know, 7 o'clock, we got to get up for breakfast, you know, and be done by 8 o'clock, get in the lines, and, you know, start our day. I'm like, we're here for like a week. We don't need to have an itinerary every day. We got to get on. It got to a point where it was just like, I'm done. By the fourth day, I was so tired. I was like worn out. It wasn't even fun. It literally was not fun, because it was like, I'm working, but I'm doing this for free. You know, I want to let you. She's like, well, I didn't come here for you to lay in the bed all day and watch TV. I'm like, no, I just want to relax. So I don't want to. I'm gonna get up eventually, but I don't want my day to start at 7 o'clock in the morning and, you know, end at, you know, 8 o'clock at 9 o'clock bed, go bed. Okay, we gotta go to bed and then start our day again, because we gotta wake up early for breakfast, and, you know, we gotta get this breakfast because the breakfast goes in with the meal and with the whole plan or whatever. And I'm just like, no. And I ain't told her, like, she is literally burnt out. She burnt us out. And then by the 5th day, she was like, there was nothing to do because we already did it. You know, it's like, okay, well, we've seen everything. Then it was like, okay, well, I guess we could relax out and just take our time. Well, shit, we could have done that the first time. That's why I don't do this on vacation. When I'm on vacation, I'm here to relax. I ain't here to work. I ain't here to, like, plan stuff. It's just whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. You know, let's just go with the roll. That's it. I'm not here to, like, make a planned adventure. Not an adventure if I'm planning it. I plan to leave. That's about it. That's the only forethought I put into it. I had a plan to go to Miami. I didn't get to Miami. I stopped in Daytona and stayed in Daytona. Perfect. I was happy with that. I wasn't disappointed I didn't go to Miami, because I know in 2 weeks, in another 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be in Miami anyway, because I'll have 2 weeks of vacation, and I'm planning on spending those 2 weeks away from Massachusetts. And it's going to be a nice little ride up and a nice little ride back. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to camp out my little bed in the back there and take my time and actually do a little bit more, you know, cruise, exploring the other countries. States. Oh, God. I got international travel in the brain. You know, I mean, I think I probably will. I keep saying I'm going to stop over and see the country folks in Carolina, but every time I think about it, I go, nah. It's a nice thought, but nah. It'd be nice to see them, but I know I'm not gonna like it. I know I'm just not gonna like it. I'm not. It's just not me. You know, a lot of hard feelings on that whole thing, and you know, I'm still carrying some hard feelings and grudges on, you know, after my grandmother's death, and that was 20 some odd years ago. So that's amazing how long I can hold a grudge. Not against all of them, but there's a few, and just being there just gonna remind me of, you know, those hard feelings. So sometimes it's just better just let that part of my history die, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna think about it from time to time. I see them on Facebook from time to time, which is good. But other than that, man, and most of them, you know, I haven't been here so long that most of them don't know me. I mean, most of those you know, the relatives now don't know me at all. You know, so you know, they know my brothers, they know my sister, You know, my mom's come down there from time to time, but they don't know me. I'm more of because I'm a recluse. I like being by myself. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm human. I love female company when it's time to have that type of company. But other than that, I like being alone. I just, you know, I'm like my grandmother in a way, and I'm like my mom in a way. You know, they both. Well, my mom, she's not reclusive because she has, you know, my sister and her grandkids living with her. But my grandmother, she's always been alone. And that's where I'm at. I'm at that point where, you know, my last relationship, you know, taught me that I'm just not the kind of person that can live with somebody. I have my own set of ways now, and I can be hard to live with. I know I'm hard to live with, you know, and I try to be easy, and initially with my ex-wife, I went along to go along, but as I got older, you know, I got grumpier and I got ornery, you know, and I got tired of like going along to get along with her, and once I stopped doing that, she wasn't happy and she didn't want to be with me any longer. So I can't blame her in a way. It is what it is. You know, for me it was just, you know, at the end it was business. I told them like we could just stay together and, you know, and live as a you know, a communal couple that's just here to take care of the kids. You know, after the kids, you know, grow up, she wants to move on to her thing, that's fine. But you know, I was willing to do that, but she wasn't interested in that. And, you know, like I said, in hindsight, it's for the best because I get to do what I want to do. I get to go when I want to go. I don't need to like check in with anybody. I don't need to get nobody's permission. You know, I don't need to have anybody worry about where are you at, what are you doing. That's it. That's the single life, you know. And there's no, I ain't crying about it. I'm pretty happy about being this way. You know, it's just me. Literally, it's just me. I could just, I could go and do what I want. You know, like I said, there's no, as long as, you know, I have that answer to the, you know, the boss, you know, if I don't get to work on time, but as long as I'm, you know, I do my thing, you know, with my wife, you know, I pick up my kids when when I'm scheduled to, when I can, and if I don't, I have an excuse why, you know. You know, she gets her child support, but so my ex-wife, she don't give a crap if I see my kids, and as long as she get that check, it is no sweat of her. You know, that's on me whether I want to see my kids or not. And you know, I love seeing my kids, you know, but that, you know, last week I just wasn't in her mind to do it. My mind was not right there. I was afraid, you know, like I said, and it was just, you know, the build up of, you know, the final, you know, like letting go of my ex-girlfriend, you know. She moved on, so it was time for me to, you know, just let her go. Because you know, even though we're broke up, I still hope that we can work towards getting back together. You know, she improving herself, and, you know, putting some effort in, and then getting things together, and we can, you know, pull our resources together. But you know, it didn't happen. So, but it's probably what was needed, you know, ultimately, you know, because, you know, she definitely needs a good person in her life, you know, that's going to be there and, you know, take care of her, and, you know, and that's what she's looking for. She's looking for a relationship, and I could not guarantee that. I couldn't promise her that. You know, she wanted to get married. I was not trying to get married ever again. You know, I'm one and done with that whole damn thing, you know. And I think that's what she's looking for. And I did give her the hint that might be a possibility, but she had to, you know, change, because, you know, I wasn't marrying a broken female. I'm not, you know, I deal with her because, you know, my feelings for her, I always have feelings for her. I'm still gonna have feelings for her regardless, but, you know, I'm not marrying a broken woman. I'm not repairing somebody. My job is to repair myself, get myself squared away, get myself in order. I'm not here to make a woman or anybody happy. You know, if I can't be happy, I can't make anybody else happy. You know, so happiness starts with yourself. And as Grandma used to say, God helps those who help themselves. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Talk to you later. See you soon. Bye-bye.